right, listeners, ready for a deep dive with a twist.
A twist.
Yeah, this one's a little different. It's actually a special request from one of our awesome listeners out there.
Ooh, interesting.
They're gearing up to take their FBA Business Information Technology exam.
Ah,
And guess what? They asked us to turn this deep dive into their ultimate study guide.
I like it. Always up for a challenge.
So think of this episode as your personal cheat sheet, your brain-boosting companion to help you conquer that exam.
We're going to break down those complex questions into bite-sized pieces, make it all crystal clear.
Exactly. So grab your notes, your highlighters, and get ready to dive deep into the world of business IT.
And hey, speaking of getting ready, don't forget to hit that subscribe button over on the eLearning Tutor YouTube channel. They've got a treasure trove of amazing study resources that can seriously level up your learning game.
Right. They're like the superheroes of exam prep.
Exactly. All right, so let's jump right into it.
Yeah, let's tackle the first question on this exam. It's all about the role of information systems in organizations. You know, those systems that keep businesses running smoothly.
Ah, the backbone of the modern organization.
Exactly. Now, this question has two parts.
Okay.
First up, it asks about the practical applications of information systems.
So basically, how are businesses actually using these systems in the real world?
You got it. It's all about real-world stuff.
Well, think about it like this. Information systems are like the nervous system of a business.
Ooh, I like that analogy.
Right. They handle everything from processing orders and managing inventory to communicating with customers and, even analyzing those sales trends.
It's all about making things efficient.
Exactly. Streamlining those processes and making those smart, data-driven decisions.
Love it. Now, the second part of this question dives into the importance of accessibility.
Accessibility.
Yeah. Why should businesses care about making these systems accessible to everyone?
Okay, well, imagine for a second a website that's impossible to navigate, especially for someone with a visual impairment.
Oh, yeah, that would be a nightmare.
Right. Or think about a customer database that excludes people with certain disabilities.
That's just not right.
Exactly. Not only is it ethically wrong, but guess what? It's also bad for business.
Makes sense.
Accessibility means opening your doors to the widest possible audience you know. It's about maximizing your reach and impact.
Reaching everyone. That's powerful
A
stuff.
win-win for everyone.
Okay, now this question throws in a bit of a curveball.
A curveball. Okay, I'm intrigued.
It asks about cyberbullying.
Cyberbullying. Interesting.
It wants you to define it and come up with some prevention strategies.
Okay.
Might seem a bit out of place, but it's actually super relevant.
You know what? You're absolutely right. As future business leaders, you guys are going to be responsible for creating a safe and inclusive online environment for everyone.
It's all about responsibility.
Exactly. And cyberbullying is a serious issue.
It is.
I mean, think about it. Using electronic communication to harass or intimidate someone that can damage reputations, hurt productivity, even lead to legal consequences.
No one wants that.
Right. So preventing it requires a proactive approach.
What kind of approach?
Well, think about establishing clear policies and reporting mechanisms. And of course, promoting a culture of respect and empathy online.
It's all about building that positive online culture.
Exactly.
All right, let's move on to question number 2.
Hit me with it.
This one's a two-parter as well. It wants you to grapple with website accessibility again,
Okay.
but then it throws in this concept of hierarchical information structures.
Hierarchical information structures.
Hierarchical information
Yeah.
structures.
Try saying that 3 times fast.
Hierarchical information structures, hierarchical in... You know what? I'm just going to break it down.
Probably a good idea.
Basically, it's all about organizing your website content in a clear and logical way.
Keep it simple.
Exactly. Think of it like a well-organized filing cabinet.
I love a good filing cabinet.
Right. You got your main categories like products, about us, contact,
Yeah.
and then you have subcategories within each, creating this hierarchy that makes it easy for users to find what they need. Makes sense. So it's all about user-friendliness.
Exactly. Making sure your website visitors don't get lost in a maze of random pages.
Nobody wants to be lost in a website maze.
Right. And remember, user experience is key.
It's everything.
A well-designed website with a clear hierarchy not only improves accessibility, but it helps businesses achieve their goals.
Whether it's generating leads, boosting sales, or simply providing a positive brand experience.
Exactly.
Okay, speaking of achieving goals, this question also mentions business intelligence.
Ah, Business intelligence sounds kind of mysterious, right?
It does, like something out of a spy movie.
Totally. But really, it's all about using data to make smarter decisions.
Data's king.
Right. It's about understanding what's working, what's not, and how to optimize performance.
So it's about using data to improve.
Exactly. Imagine you're running a marketing campaign. Business intelligence tools can help you analyze which channels are driving the most leads.
Oh, wow, that's really useful.
Right. You can see which customer segments are most responsive and then adjust your strategy to maximize your return on investment.
Data-driven decisions.
Exactly.
All right, question 3 is up next, and it takes us into the world of database administration.
Ooh, databases.
Yeah, and how it can give businesses a competitive edge.
I'm listening.
Now, full disclosure, this is where I started to get a little lost.
No worries, I gotcha.
So help me out here. What exactly is database administration?
All right, so imagine you're a business with thousands, even millions of customers.
Wow, that's a lot of customers.
Right. You need a way to store and manage all that data. Customer details, purchase history preferences, the whole shebang.
A digital filing cabinet for all those customers.
Exactly. And that's where database administration comes in. It's about making sure your data is accurate, secure, and accessible.
Okay, so it's like the guardian of the data.
Right. But here's the question.
Yeah, how does a database actually give a business an edge over its competitors?
Okay, so picture this. You're competing with another business, right? They're still relying on spreadsheets and guesswork.
Old school.
Meanwhile, you've got this powerful database that lets you analyze customer buying patterns, identify trends, and tailor your offerings to meet specific needs.
You're ahead of the game.
Exactly. You can personalize recommendations, offer targeted discounts, even anticipate customer needs before they even arise.
It's like you can predict the future.
In a way, yeah. That's the power of data-driven decision-making.
Now, this question gets a bit more specific.
Okay.
It asks about technology applications at the University of Lagos itself.
Ah, bringing it home.
I like that it connects it to your own experience.
Right. Think about the systems you use every day.
Like what?
Well, like those online learning platforms, the library databases, even the student portal where you submit assignments.
Oh, yeah, we use those all the time.
See? All of these are examples of how technology is transforming the university experience, making learning more accessible, efficient, and engaging.
It's amazing how much we rely on technology these days.
It really is.
Okay, deep breaths, everyone, because question 4 looks like a real doozy.
Bring it on. I'm ready.
This one covers data integrity and different types of business information systems,
Like what?
like TCP and ASCII.
The technical stuff.
Help me out here. I don't want my brain to explode.
All right, no worries.
Yeah.
We'll break it down. Data integrity is like the foundation of a house.
Okay, I'm following.
If the foundation's weak, everything crumbles.
Makes sense.
It's about ensuring that your data is accurate, consistent, and trustworthy.
Solid data.
Now, those other terms you mentioned, TCP and ASCII, I think of them like different languages that computers use to communicate.
Computer languages.
Yeah, TCP is like the traffic cop directing the flow of data packets,
Keeping things moving.
while ASCII is the code that translates letters, numbers, and symbols into a language computers understand.
It's all about communication.
Exactly.
So it's like a whole ecosystem of systems and protocols working together to keep the information flowing.
You got it. And each business function relies on different types of information systems.
Can you give me some examples?
Sure. Marketing teams use customer relationship management CRM systems to track leads and manage campaigns,
Makes sense.
while finance departments rely on enterprise resource planning or ERP systems to manage financial transactions and reporting.
It's all connected.
Right. Understanding how these systems work is essential for making informed decisions in any business role.
All right, last but not least, we've got question 5.
The grand finale. Let's do it.
This one takes a broader look at technology's impact on social and economic growth.
Okay. Interesting.
Specifically, it asks how technology can empower citizens and promote transparency.
Especially in the context of movements like the End Bad Governance protests we've seen around the world.
That's a powerful question.
It is. Technology has become this incredible tool for social change, giving a voice to the voiceless and holding those in power accountable.
It's about leveling the playing field.
Exactly. Social media platforms allow people to share information, organize protests, and bypass traditional media gatekeepers.
It's about taking control of the narrative.
Right. It's about democratizing information and empowering citizens to demand change.
Now, the second part of this question explores how technology can help small and medium businesses achieve sustainable growth.
Ah, the power of tech for small businesses.
It's a game changer, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
Technology has leveled the playing field, giving small businesses access to tools and resources that were once only available to those big corporations.
It's about breaking down barriers.
Exactly. We've got e-commerce platforms like Shopify allowing entrepreneurs to set up online stores and reach customers globally.
The world is your oyster.
Digital marketing tools enable them to target specific audiences, personalize their messaging, and track their results.
It's all about being strategic.
And then you've got online collaboration platforms allowing teams to work remotely, connect with experts, and access a global talent pool.
The possibilities are endless.
It's pretty amazing.
I feel like we've covered so much ground today.
We have. You're practically an IT expert now.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I definitely feel more prepared for this exam.
That's what we like to hear. Remember, you've got this.
You've got a solid foundation in all the key concepts from your FBA Business Information Technology exam. So go into that exam room with confidence.
Ace it.
And don't forget to keep the learning going. Subscribe to eLearning Tutors on YouTube for even more fantastic resources to help you deepen your understanding of the ever-evolving world of tech.
They're the best.
All right, listeners, best of luck on your exam. We're cheering you on from the Deep Dive Studio.
You got this.